ask me, oh, they're in so-and-so grade, they have to be here every day? I've had that question asked me many, many years. And I say yes, once they enroll in school, then they belong at school. You can't just take a child out of school and keep them at home and do whatever you want to do during the day with them. They have to be at school. So that's why I stress every morning to you to be at school, and if you have a relative, a cousin, or your neighbor next door, and you know they're at school, you be proactive and you tell them, you need to be at school, it's important. Because you get behind in what you're learning, then you have to try and make it up, there might be an important test, and on it goes, and it affects you. And I know some students, every year, they can be in second grade right now, and when they started in pre-K, they have 10, 12, 15 absences every year, and it affects them. That word means it hurts their grade because they're not learning everything they should learn. And then they wind up getting behind in their learning. And then you struggle, and then you get upset because you don't know the material. So please, if you're the one that's telling Mama, it's too cold this morning, I don't want to get up, you need to say to yourself, I need to get up and be in school because I got a lot of learning to do and I don't want to get behind. Okay? So it's very important that you're here every day. So keeping that new law in mind, I decided to give out attendance buttons, they're called. They're not called perfect attendance. And these attendance buttons are to those students that have 0 absences, and they have, I didn't go real strict because I could have, we have a lot of kids in this category. So what I did was take out those children that have 3 or more tardies, 3 or more early outs. Because I think, as the law says, parts of those days start adding up, and that can accumulate or add up to your being out for a full day. So it's important that you also tell your mom, especially the older children, if you don't have a doctor's excuse, you really should be in school the full day. Tardy bell rings at 8:10, dismissal bell's at 3:50. That's the time you need to be at school, okay? Everybody understands that. So these kids don't have just perfect attendance, meaning 0 absences. These kids only have 0 or 1 or 2 early outs or tardies. Now next year that list, if we don't improve on that, meaning that there are certain students that keep getting pulled out, keep coming in tardy, we might have to change that rule again. Okay? So these are kids that are here all the time, basically is what it amounts to. I'm talking all day. Okay? Now, what I do ask is teachers, since these pins have buttons rather, have a pin on them, if you would please, especially pre-K, kinder, maybe even first, make sure they don't put on the button yet. So when you get your button, please hold on to it. Don't open it up. Maybe the pre-K kinder can grab them for themselves and hold on to them. But you can put them on your backpack. But it's very important that you not try and stick it on yourself. You might hurt yourself, okay? All right, I'm going to go by grade level, so teachers help me out if you see the students in your class and they don't hear their name, or they're not getting up quickly enough, or there's not a room, help them get up and pull them up here. Guide them up here, please. All right, with pre-K, and they're not in alpha order. We tried to get that list that way, but it just wasn't working. Okay, pre-K, Johan Lira. Okay, there's 133 kids. Okay, that's a lot of kids. Okay, that's a little over 1/4 of our school, or a little under. So, who's my button person? Andrea, please. So you hold your applause after every grade level. Then I'll tell you when we're done with that grade level. So this is pre-K. So they can stand up here till we're done. Teacher can stand with them. Jorge Lopez. Anelia Soto. Please hold your applause. Andrew Guerra. Isabella Lopez. Jacob Sauceda. Amaris Vargas. Jade Alcocer. Oh no, hold on with Jade. All right, right here are our pre-K students. So give them a big round of applause. They're doing a great job being at school. Almost 100% of the time between 8:10 and 3:50. Oh, good job, guys. Okay? Again, why I say almost, because some of them or none of them may have some of those early outs. But again, these are the kiddos that represent our school being here and making an attempt to be here. Thank you, guys. Gracias.
I don't think Alexis is gonna go. Huh? I don't think Alexis actually.
Okay, kinder. And boys and girls, it is harder for pre-K and kinder to be at school because they can be at home sleeping if they wanted to.
I would love to go to PK.
Like some of those older ones, right? Teachers, I didn't mean you. Okay, kinder, Jade Alcocer, Analia Dominguez Gomez, Annette Garcia, Ivan Hernandez, Diego Reta,
Why are you recording?
Francisco Vega,
Sabrina. She's taking
Nathan
off because
Reyes,
they're gonna take no more videos. It's still
Sebastian Ariz Mendez,
already.
Ariz Mendez, Antonio Gutierrez,
When it was in the other one.
Michael Hernandez,
Videos too.
Andrew Lopez,
That's why I do my videos long.
Ray Reyes,
I got 24.
Rosalind Sanchez,
I got 24 minutes. 24?
Nevaeh
1 minute because I
Velascos.
started again.
And actually they are run by teacher numbers, so every group is by a teacher.
How many?
All right, these are our kinders. And the Buckaroo attendance crowd, 100% Bob Hope Elementary. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. You may be seated. All right, first grade. Miley Becerril, if I'm not saying it wrong, right? Huh? Becerril. Hector Cabrera. Julio Diaz. Jayla Flores. Andrew Lopez. Andy Maldonado.